Hello everyone, Tyme over here, and welcome. Today I wanted to do a quick video to highlight a pretty cool product that I recently got my hands on, courtesy of BenQ. Their ScreenBar e-reading lamp. So full disclosure, this is a sponsored video. BenQ reached out to me to see if I was interested in taking a look at this product, and I figured, you know what, why not? So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at the product itself and see if it's worth the $99 price tag. As always, if this video did help you in any way, shape, or form, then why not click that like button, as it does help me out quite a bit. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So the ScreenBar e-reading lamp by BenQ is a USB powered desktop lamp, which basically sits on top of your monitor, basically in the same area as your general webcam would, and it provides your work area with light. What intrigued me the most from the information that I got from the lamp was that it might be able to prevent eye strain. And as someone who spends a large amount of time in front of the monitor between my full-time job and making the videos, I battle with eye strain on a daily basis. And I also have a history of light-induced headaches to top it off. So I typically avoid bright lights and overhead lights in my work area when I can. So I was very interested in seeing if this product could help improve that environmental setup and maybe give me actual light, apparatus that I could use that doesn't cause me headaches or cause too much eye strain. So I was very intrigued by that. And so far, it's pretty good. Unboxing the product, though, we'll go into that a little bit. The product does come with three primary components. You have the screen bar, the monitor clip, and the USB cable. Each of these items was positioned pretty nicely and securely within a pre-cut area of the cardboard box insert, and a separate diagram that was laid on top of there, clearly labeling each part and the various buttons found on the screen bar, which I found to be pretty nice. I mean, it was very clean, very secure. There was no damage on the actual product when it was shipped and arrived here, so that was nice. Found the assembly of the product to be rather intuitive. Despite initially thinking that it didn't come with any instructions, when I opened the package, I was looking, I'm conditioned still to look for paper instructions. And I was like, well, that's a negative. This doesn't come with instructions of assembly. It does. It does. They put the assembly instructions on the back of the package itself. Fairly straightforward. But the whole assembly process itself, without the instructions, only took me about 5 minutes to fully do. So it's very quick and very intuitive, but there are instructions. They're just on the back of the product. So what kind of features does the screen bar come with? Well, you do have the ability to manually adjust both the hue and the brightness of the lamp, but personally, I don't mess around with those buttons. I sort of just keep it on the auto dimmer switch, which basically tells the lamp to adjust the light given the light in the surrounding area using its onboard sensor, light sensor. From my point of view, the light it gives off is pretty good. I mean, I can do all the work that I need to in my general desktop area, which I find to be good. In addition to those, it does have rotational abilities. It's very limited, at least from my point of view, but I think that's good. I mean, the website and the information says that it has a plus or minus 10 degree swivel that you can move back and forth, which isn't that much. But in general, I don't know how much you're going to actually be wanting to move it beyond that 10 degrees, because one of the benefits of this lamp is that it doesn't shine in your face. It shines down. And if you're going to go ahead and move it any further than 10 degrees, you're going to get that light in your eyes, which personally is what I'm trying to avoid. So overall, what is my impression of the lamp? I think it's good, and I would definitely probably recommend it to anyone who, like me, is in front of the monitor for a good portion of your day. But is it worth $99? Well, honestly, I think that's a harder thing to sort of put out there. After using it for a month, I can certainly say that I think it's worth it. I mean, it is pretty slick. Pretty sturdy material. Now, that being said, there are some downsides to it. It doesn't come with an AC adapter. It is a USB powered item, and so you do have to directly plug it into a USB port on something, and the USB cable is kind of short. So normally I think the idea with the light is that you plug it directly into your monitor's USB if you have one. But if you're like me, I don't have a monitor that has a USB outlet. And so I had to sort of finagle things around, and I currently have it in a spare Apple AC adapter, USB adapter that I had here in the house. So I have it plugged into the wall outlet in an AC adapter, which is working just fine. And prior to that, I did have it plugged into my battery backup USB port, but the cable wasn't long enough, so I had to use a USB extender, which worked, but there is a disclaimer on the actual ScreenBar itself suggesting that you probably don't want to connect it through the USB extender cable, but all I can say is it did the job. I don't want to use up a USB slot on my PC, which is my general thing, and the length of the cable, depending on where your tower is or where the device is, like for me it was the battery backup, depending on where that is, you might see, you might not be able to reach. And with the age of stand-up desks, I mean, I have a desk right now that can convert to a standing position or a sitting position, and so I like to have a long cable associated with it for anything that I have on my desktop itself. Now, of course, if I had a USB slot on my monitor, it wouldn't be an issue. But yeah, it is a little short for the cabling there. And I certainly would have liked a AC adapter to be added in, especially at a $100 price point. Aside from those, though, I think the product is pretty good. And if you do have the money and you spend a lot of time in front of the monitor, either by working or gaming or anything like that, and you are bothered by, the various different light apparatuses that you can have in your work area, then check out the BenQ ScreenBar e-reading lamp. It is available on Amazon. And as always, you can find more information as well as Amazon links below in the description. Otherwise, we'll see you next time, folks. Bye-bye.